Alright, welcome everyone to a very special video. So, a lot of people have been asking me what add-ons do I use and what should you use if you are in PC. Now, I know this video is kind of more for PC users. However, if you are looking for like sky shards and add-ons and like lore books, I do have videos on that. But I'm going to show you what add-ons I use and a little bit about them, so I'll give you like a reason why. Alright, so let's go onto our add-ons. So first of all, I use Destinations, Inventory Grid View, LUI, Master Merchants, Minimap, and Sky Shards. Let's go down in order. Now, Destinations is a one where it shows you all your missing quests and story things that you haven't done. So let's take a quick look on the map for like Cyrodiil. On the map, you'll see these grayed out areas. That is what Destination does. It tells you like stuff you've missed and places you haven't discovered yet. So that one is a good one for people who are trying to like find missing story quests or just find stuff that they haven't done before. Sky Shards is kind of, I can show you this as well. It shows you where the Sky Shards are on the map. And obviously I'm missing a lot in Cyrodiil because they don't PvP on this character. So that's pretty much where everything is. Alright, so let's get into the more complex ones. Okay, so I went over Destinations, Sky Shards, Inventory Grid View. Let's just show you. It's pretty simple. This is what your default menu looks like. The reason why I don't like this is because you have to scroll up and down for every single thing. But with the Grid View, all you have to do is just like do everything here, and you see all your items at once, so there's no scrolling. And you could separate it by value or name or just like anything else, and that's how it works. So just having to see everything at once is generally good. Well, I like it. Some people have a personal preference. It doesn't really matter, but that's why I use it. Alright, so next add-on, we'll go with LUI Extended. This one's going to take a bit to explain because I'm going to show you right here. Add-ons, when you go to the thingy, LUI Extended, what it does is it shows you additional things that you would originally either not see, or you have to like turn on extra settings, so it's essentially an all-in-one thing. So like for the info panel, most of these are all shown. You can just turn them on in the in-game menu. So you can do that. That's why I just kind of have it. But just having this on your screen at all times, just you don't have to press one extra button every time you want to find out. Instead of going to like one of those horse merchants, mount traders, whatever, you can just, it tells you, like right here, it tells you can feed, and yeah. So armor durability, if we turn that on, it tells you when your armor is going to break, when you have to repair, along with your weapons. But I usually check that quite often, so I don't have those on. And then your bag space, it tells you, like, take a look right here. I know it's kind of blocking it, which kind of sucks. But if you kept that on, it tells you how much of it is on. Alright, so next, I have the clock and the soul gems on just to, I don't know why. I just like the clock mostly, but just knowing how many soul gems I have left is pretty good. Not that I really use it. Next is the combat info, all of this stuff, what size your font, and like let's say right here if you want the scrolling text to see how much damage you do, that's kind of one you could use. Now I know there's a lot of different options, like FTC is a good one. There was another one called Advanced UI or AUI. Those are also really good, but I just use this one because I like this one. I don't know why. And then more buffs, pretty much telling you your buff tracker. So like you see above my map, I have 3 buffs right here. There's one thing I gotta change and move around a little bit, but you see the buffs right here, and if I were to like buff myself more, you can see the buff bars right here and right here. And then there's a damage meter that tells you obviously your damage. That's good. and your health bar. So all this is customizable. You could change every single color, but I think anyone who plays an MMO just kind of red, blue, green is pretty standard. That way it's like easier for other people, regardless if you're watching this or you're actually playing it. Red is health, blue is magic or mana, whatever you want to call it, and green is stamina. So that one is a unique one. There's a lot of different customization for that one, and then here you can change all the colors and all that stuff. And then if you're in a group, which I can't show you right now, you know the default one, it doesn't show you like your team's health or champion points or whatever. This one does. You can also have it in a different like bar style, so that's kind of cool. And then pretty much all of these are just customizable UI. That's why it's called LUI. And yeah, minimap is literally a minimap on your screen. Very good. And then you can like customize it to make it like bigger or smaller, zoom in, zoom out. Usually I like to stay somewhat zoomed in just to see where I am. Instead of having to press M all the time, even though that shows you like a full map, this one is just kind of like, oh, where is the sky shard I'm looking for? Is it like right here? And then it gives you a little cone of vision, so you know which way you're actually looking. So that's good. And I think that pretty much covers up all the big ones. Now this one is a merchant one. Now I know not a lot of people are going to be using it because whether you're in a trade guild or not, this one might help you out. So Master Merchant. How does this work? Why should you use it? So essentially, if you are playing on PC and you're in a trade guild, it tells you everyone in your guild what's being sold, and it tells you like the prices of all the items within the past like 30 days, or you could set it to like past 10 days of how much things cost. Now you have to be in a guild for this to accurately work, and essentially it's like what I've sold and everything else. So what do I want to see? So let's say I want to see how much money I've made in the past 30 days. I could refresh it and then it'll tell me like how much I've sold, and then if I wanted to check what I've sold and who bought it or something, it tells you that, what guild you're in and what sold. So yeah, that's pretty helpful. Instead of, well, technically you can manually do this. Let's say if you go to this and there's a history tab under sales, you could just see everything that's being sold, but instead of doing that, you could just like Master Merchant. Also, the main reason why people do this is mostly because if someone wants a price check in game, let's say, for example, it tells you the MM price, which is Master Merchant, and how much it costs and how many have been sold within X number of days, whichever amount you set. So if someone asks for a price check, you can have these two options, like stats in the chat. It tells you this one, and it'll give you like a merchant price, and then that's how much if people ask. That's the way you don't actually have to memorize things. You just have to click a button and you're good to go. So that one, if you are playing on PC, does take a lot of memory, so you're gonna have to go into your options and change things around a little bit. However, that's really easy, nothing really to worry about. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the options I use. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a quick like on the video. And with that said, I will see you guys next time, and I will be making some more build videos and stuff next time. So have a fantastic day. I'll see you later.